What up, what up? Happy Friday, boys and girls. Today is December 12th. Dante, this is episode 96, brother. Almost at 100. How you doing on this beautiful Friday, man? Big weekend coming up. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. Little holiday parade tonight. Time to win some coin and pay for these Christmas presents. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're here for tonight.
Yes, yes. Speaking of coin, make sure you guys join our DraftKings.
Yes.
I took credit for it. Shout out to Slick Sours, we call her in the chat. Jordan hit first to score yesterday. Malinsky couldn't even believe it. $500 off of a fiver, Dante. Meanwhile, you're going 2 of 9 in college football. Your boy can't make a DraftKings lineup to save his ass crack. And Jordan's just cranking out heaters. So make sure you guys join the Crew Talks betting groups on DraftKings, Crew Talk Sports. We got the link in our Twitter, our X, whatever you call it these days. Anyways, Dante, big NFL breaking news. We're going to cruise through these here. We're going to start there, talk a little college ball, other sports breaking news, as well as NFL pick'ems. We're going to make a DFS lineup, Dante. I'm begging you for help. Also, keys to a Denver Broncos victory. If you're going to pick that, I know Ev might be hopping on here in a minute, probably with some hating advice. Shout out to Ev, Dick. Anyways, so let's get started. NFL breaking news. This is the biggie. And if you're a sports bettor, this is huge. Josh Allen, pregnant, first child. Haley Steinfeld, a.k.a. Hawkeye. Right? Isn't that Hawkeye? Yeah, it's Hawkeye. Yeah. What else was Pitch Perfect? I think she was in.
Yeah, she's in Pitch Perfect. Yep.
Pitch Perfect. Yeah. So I'm sure Ed would have a couple comments about her. However, does this mean that Josh Allen is for sure scoring at New England?
I think it means he already scored. But yeah, that's why he's been playing hot the last few weeks, right? So he's knowing he's been on fire. You nailed him on the anytime touchdown last week. Good hit there. So
that was like a 40-yarder too.
I know, dude. What about James Cook? Back-to-back weeks with a fumble on the goal line. I mean,
I know, dude. I know.
Can't trust him. Gotta go, Josh Allen.
I'm loving the Josh Allen anytime. Let me try to pull that up here real quick while we're fucking around. But I don't see how that shit wouldn't hit, to be honest with you. Let's see here. But yes, I love when these people are getting pregnant or whatever because it just produces, bro.
Tyreek Hill. He's minus 115.
Fuck. Evan doesn't like that. I like that still. I'm pulling the trigger on that. That's mine. Browns rule out David Njoku. Remember, if you were listening to Tuesday's episode, your boy said Fannin, number one waiver wire acquisition. I ended up snagging him. Dante, did you end up picking him up? Was he available?
Yep, I did get him. I'm starting him this week.
I do want to say that I dropped Kyle Pitts for him.
Oh.
So, yeah, I know, dude. So, Packers – Josh Jacobs, questionable Sunday. Interesting. That's going to be interesting for the Broncos.
Yep. That'll be a big one. He's been banged up kind of last few weeks. Emmanuel Wilson kind of came in for him when he was hurt a couple weeks ago, had a good little game.
Good. Yeah, he played good.
Yeah, that's a big difference for the Packers. Jordan Love doesn't do as good when it's fully on him. He needs that run support.
Yeah. I got a couple takes for the Broncos I want to get into, but yes, that's one of them, stopping the run for sure. Emmanuel Wilson, decent backup too. Steelers, TJ, this is an interesting one here. TJ Watt, surgery for his partially collapsed lung. Was he dry needling at the facility? What was that? Some improper facility treatment, or what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I read some Twitter doctors to kind of find out what was going on. Apparently it's like almost impossible to do that. So the fact that happened is crazy. But yeah, just getting some like recovery treatment at the facility, and that needle popped his lung literally, so he had to go in for surgery. TBD on how long he's out for, but that's pretty big loss for the Steelers right there in that defense.
Yeah, that's big. Seeing it, I would assume he's out. They play They play your shitty Dolphins though, so we'll be interested to see. What's your thoughts on Geno Smith out? Your boy Smallhand, Kenny Pickett starting against the Eagles.
Not sure why he hasn't been starting since week 2. I think Kenny Pickett's a way better quarterback than Geno Smith, but I'm glad they had Geno Smith out there so the Broncos could get a couple easy dubs out of him. But poor Geno Smith, he got roughed up versus Denver last week. I mean, the guy deserves a week off.
Don't feel bad for him, bro. He got $40 million. Next, Saints, Kamara out. Again, Devin Neal must start in all formats, bro. I'm loving that matchup against the Panthers as well. I'm low-key looking at that over in that game, man. Saints-Panthers, it's sitting at 40. Panthers could easily drop 30. I'm loving Chuba Hubbard. I'm finding some value in that game as far as DFS goes. But
Yeah,
Kamara done as a Saint, possibly?
Chuba, to your point, he's been having a better couple weeks. I know for a while Dowdle kind of really took over, but Chuba's worked his way back. I like the over. That Panthers defense is really hit and miss. The Saints defense also like kind of hit and miss. They've been a little sneaky lately, but I've learned the NFC South, you never know what's going to happen. That division is crazy.
Yeah, you got Carolina -2.5. Carolina obviously was pumped up. The Tampa loss yesterday, so you think they should win, but again, dude, that knows what's going on. Let's see here. So a couple people ruled out, and I love this for me. Marvin Harrison Jr. out. Michael Wilson, the GOAT, bro. He literally carried my team into the playoffs. Shout out to the GOAT, man. Must start. Jacoby Brissett literally only throws to him. You love to see it. Also out, T. Higgins, Ravens, concussion. T. Higgins is on that Chris Olave shit, bro, where he's like a concussion away from you hear me?
Yeah, he had 2 last week, so not surprised he's out this week.
Yeah, no, he was like banging on the turf that one time too. So yeah, Jets Todd Taylor out. Brady Cook, my God, will start. All right, Jets. They cannot wait for the season to end. They play the Jags, loving the 13.5 there,
Yikes.
but you know me. Yeah, this is like if you're Brees Hall. I know Evan loves Brees Hall. You're fucked. You can't start him.
So we're looking at the Jags being 10-5 coming to Denver next week.
They'll be 10-4.
10-4. Okay, yeah, 10. Yeah, that's never would have thought that. Good for them.
Yeah. Yes. Yesterday we talked about it. Kyle Pitts, 3 tutties, 165, 11 catches. So it's funny because shout out to Gerald. We told him like, oh man, start this guy, start that guy, start this dude, start that. Fuck me. We didn't say Kyle Pitts, and I cut him for Fannin Jr. I mean, dude, I need at least 2 tutties from Fannin, otherwise I look like an asshole.
At least the good thing is he was probably on the waivers, so no one else could get him. But still, I mean, that's his career best game.
Yeah, I mean, he looked good, dude. I'll be honest. It's like that's the Kyle Pitts that we've been expecting for the last 3 years.
It's always funny, too, when these dudes, like, they suck the first 3 years, and then in their 4th contract year, they start balling out, and he'll go get a huge contract after doing nothing the first 3 years. But I saw like a report several teams are interested in him this year in the offseason.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think Kyle Pitts is pretty similar to Evan Ingram. We already have it. We don't need to experiment with that shit. Also with that game, Bucks blow 14-point 4th quarter lead. What the fuck, dude? Are the Bucks on serious now too, man? I mean, you can tell Baker's banged up, but that pick he threw was bad. At one point, he had 30 fantasy points. He dropped down to 27. So I don't even know what happened in the 4th quarter. I don't know. The Mike Evans did produce yesterday. He looked like he didn't even miss a step.
Yeah,
he looked like they were trying to get him to 1,000 yards just last night. But what's up with the Bucks? Are we potentially not going to see the Bucks in the playoffs?
Yeah, the Bucks need to figure it out. I mean, the defense has a lot of holes. The offense, they had like 3rd string, Tucker scoring. 3rd string tight end scoring. It's like, what are we doing here? And
McMillan, damn, they scored.
Yeah, they blow a 14-point lead in Atlanta. Typical Atlanta. They win these games. They'll like win just enough to keep Morris. Like just awful. So I don't know, but I will say that Jersey matchup looked pretty sweet. The color on color, both throwbacks. That was a fun game to watch.
Yeah. Shout out to Johnny Rock. He was watching it and he was like, honestly, these jerseys are dope. And I agreed with him. We were at bowling. Your boy was placing some bozo bets, man. Bozo bets again, dude. Cannot hit a squad rack.
We should have just put the house on Kyle Pitts to score.
Or Atlanta plus 5.5, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly. Yeah. So moving on. Phillip Rivers expected to start. My God, 45 years old. He's wearing number 17, which I thought was interesting too, because Danny Dimes is 17. He's on the IR. Of course, Phillip Rivers was like, nah, dude, I got to get my number back. His over-under is at 152. Also, his over for touchdowns is 0.5. I know there's some sick D-gens listening that are totally going to be hopping on those overs. Are you going to be one of them, Dante?
Yeah, give me the over. I think he's gonna come out firing, honestly. That's gonna be a really interesting game. The Colts, though, they're kind of low-key in trouble with that division the way it's looking with the Jags. So, I mean, I don't know if he can save the season, but it's gonna be fun to watch either way. That's for sure. Do the Jags and Colts, do they play again, or have they played? I'm looking now.
You're looking.
Yes, they
Jags.
do play in a couple weeks after Christmas. They play again, which is gonna be a huge game. So Colts got a tough little schedule here the rest of the way.
Yeah, nah, man. The Colts, which is shitty because they bought in, they get Sauce, he gets hurt, fucking they're trying to win. It's tough, it's sad, but it's just the way it goes, bro. I knew the Colts weren't that serious to me because of Danny Dimes. However, he was playing so good, I'd never wanted him to get hurt.
Right.
But leverage, baby, leverage. And ever since then, I've just been like karma. Yeah, I don't know how that game's gonna go, man. Tough matchup for them. Honestly, if you're a Jonathan Taylor playoff holder, which I know you are in fantasy, you got to be looking at that. You're obviously going to start him. Like, don't be stupid. You're starting him, but you're also like, fuck, dude. Is there a chance that you could see like an under 8-point game from him? Because this would be the matchup.
I saw some people actually saying that they thought this might help him out because now the Colts won't be as reliant on the run. And like last week, you could tell like they were just keen on Jonathan Taylor. He had nothing open. So, and also a thing to watch is maybe some pass catching because Rivers said he's going to be getting that ball out within 2 seconds. So a lot of dump.
Well, that's what he does. Yeah. He gets the ball out quick. Yeah. If you have anybody for like Tyler Warren, dude, I don't know.
I said last week.
I just don't think you could do
last
it.
show,
I don't
Alec
think you
Pierce.
could do it, man.
That's the guy I'm watching this week.
See, that's the thing with the Colts too is they got Downs, they got Pierce. Right. They're kind of like
Pittman.
Green Bay, like Pittman. And then you have Tyler Warren. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor catches some balls too. I also live bet the Seattle Kraken plus 1.5, by the way. Just side note, DGen, I'm watching it. So if it looks like I'm cross-eyed, I'm not. I'm just watching the game on the TV in the office. Shout out to the new office, by the way. So dope. Anyways, yeah, I'm staying away from Colts, man. We're going to build my DFS later, and that might be rule number 1 is no Colts. And we might honestly have to get Seattle's defense.
What percentage of teams do you think are starting Rivers? Do you think people are like in DFS? Because I gotta imagine he's cheap. I haven't looked.
I can tell you right now. So he's 4,900. So for example, Shadur's 4,700. Wow. Cam Ward's 4,600. Kenny Pickett 4,500.
I mean,
oh my god. That's too much. That's still just way too much.
That's a lot. I'd like Shador more at that price versus the Bears defense, I think.
Yeah, dude. Anybody that Shador last week won it. Tyler Shuck's cheap too.
We'll get into it, but I heard like that game, the Cleveland game, Bears single digits with like 40-mile-per-hour winds. So that's
I know, dude.
This is the time of year you got to be looking at the forecast in these games.
Got to be looking at weather. Yeah. Well, the thing is if it's cold, you're fine. However, if it does drop below a certain temperature, I think it's like 15 degrees. Then it's like if it was a fucking blizzard because players don't want to be out there, right? It's just
and the wind is huge. Like
wind is a huge factor. And Chicago right there on the river, dude, it's fucking a different type of cold. Shout out to being out east because when I was in Washington, I was like, this sucks. And I'm a guy who's from the cold, like Minnesota. I'm like, that's a little bit different cold. Speaking of Commanders, Jaden Daniels out versus Giants. Time to shut him down. That Commanders Giants game is like, I was trying to look at it and try to find some value, and I'm like, I don't even know what to do, man. Just two of the most injured teams in the league. It sucks. Mariota can be inconsistent. It's just like Chris Rodriguez. I'm interested to see, like, should we get him? Rivers could okay, we got Kevin on here. Rivers could catch fire, but they have to be able to run the ball if Indy has a chance. Agree with Dante. Rivers could open up passing game a bit. I mean, dude, Kev, can't you just see, like, it totally not working out? Like, he's old as fuck. He could get hurt. I mean, like, dude, I don't know. It's just too much risk for me to really experiment. Like, if he goes out there and throws 225, 2 touchdowns and a pick, I will literally shit my pants.
Here's my thing, and I hate to be this, but it's like, you know what? I got to bet on Phillip Rivers one last time. You know what I mean? So
I know. Yeah, this is
it's
your
like you
chance.
got to for old time's sake.
So he'll have to sign. Oh, 5-on-3. Let's go. So he'll have to sign another one-day contract with the Chargers if he wants to retire a Charger.
That's
Which I
also
was,
hilarious.
yeah, it's just fucking what a mess, man. Cardinals not activating running back Trey Benson. Okay, if you're starting any Cardinals besides Michael Wilson, you need to hang up the fantasy football cleats. Bam Knight, DeMarcado. I guess if you're desperate, you could go Bam Knight, but like you really don't want to be in that fantasy football bind of like, oh, Bam Knight or anybody else, dude. Anybody else.
That's tough. That's
So Broncos, Sam Ellinger chooses Broncos practice squad over going to the Colts. Maybe he wants that ring, baby.
Apparently they called him, tried to sign him back. That's where he started his career at, and he said no, he's sticking with Denver. Credit to Davis Webb there.
Yeah, no. Speaking of David, I want to keep Davis Webb on like.
I saw a report today that the Giants' favorite right now to be their next head coach is Vance Joseph, and he'd be likely to take Davis Webb with him as his offensive coordinator. So something to watch there. Honestly, the Giants are going to be sneaky next year.
Oh, yeah, of course, dude. Of course. I'm definitely big on Malik Neighbors again next year. Scatabo, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
And they're going to have a top 5 pick again this year.
Defense is getting better, you know.
Yep.
Next year, they got to go draft the best offensive lineman available. Just protect your assets, bro. Need a Seattle goal here. 2-man advantage. Fuck me. Now it's just a power play. Okay, Seattle is allergic to scoring. Real quick, baseball. This kind of caught me off. This was out of left field, if you will, Dante. Pete Alonso, one of the Mets GOATs, 2-time home run derby winner. 1 coin on this guy, by the way, in the home run derby both times. The Polar Bear nickname. Going to Baltimore, the Orioles. Orioles kind of low-key having an explosive lineup already. Yes. Now they're adding him. I thought this was interesting because if you're the Mets, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, Seattle just scored. Bang. +1.5, Dante. Fucking A, let's go. But I don't know. It's a little early to be talking baseball, but a 5-year, $155 million contract. This guy, I mean, how many times did we put him in the home run parlay last year, and he was just cashing for us? So he's going to be hitting home runs still out there in Baltimore. So
I'm a big Pete Alonso fan. Mets, they lose Pete Alonso, and they also lose Edwin Diaz. You know, he's got the trumpet walkout.
You know where he went?
Dodgers.
What the fuck?
Yep. And so Mets are crashing and burning, but it just I'd like to see one of these guys, you know, what are the Rockies doing? Could you imagine how far Pete Alonso hit the ball in Denver? Come on.
Well, you know what's crazy is how much did we pay Chris Bryant? Was it 130, 140?
Yeah, biggest contract in Rockies history, I think.
Okay, my God. You're telling me we were that close from getting Pete Alonso? But you got to think, though, dude, Baltimore, they were disappointing this year. Yeah, last year, but they'll be fine. They'll bounce back. Their pitching isn't that bad as well. So he has a chance to compete. When you come to Colorado, it's like, you know, you'll be loved, I guess. You know, you'll be the most bet on guy in Colorado. That's the only benefit, dude, really.
Yes.
I don't know.
I'd take it.
You know. But Joe texting us over here. Sorry for the connection. Ethernet cable is being ran, boys. Ethernet cable is going to be ran tomorrow. Dante, you might have to come help me. Anyways, so wanted to talk real quick Saturday, but we got Sparty coming into town. Penn State. Penn State's 8-2, sneaky little team. Sparty 12.5-point favorites. Another game I was looking at tomorrow. I know you brought it up. Texas Tech against Arkansas. Give me Texas Tech. A lot of people have them as their Final Four picks. I don't like them. You know, I don't. But Coach Cal only comes on later in the end of the year. I saw Arkansas lose to Sparty already. Texas Tech's defense is formidable. Plus, they got all that moolah. But, right?
I'm going to take Arkansas. I mean, I watched Texas Tech go to the wire against Wyoming. So, you know, what does that tell you? Literally, it was a 4-point game.
Wyoming's got the juice, bud.
They do. They're sneaky. They're second in the Mountain West right now. So, I've been telling you. They got the offense.
Another game.
Another 100-pointer.
Another game I was looking at, dude, is the undefeated Nebraska Cornhuskers at Illinois. I watched Illinois live as well. Decent. Nebraska, dude, they blew out Wisconsin. I think they beat them by 30.
Yeah. I was looking at that. I was surprised they're undefeated, but I looked at their schedule. They haven't really played anybody. Let's not act like Wisconsin's this powerhouse Big Ten basketball team. The rule in this house is you always bet against Nebraska. So
You
I'll be
just
taking Villanova.
hate betting on Nebraska, dude. I mean, like it could
I
be a
won't
for
do.
sure win, and it would be like 100% certainty that they would lose. You'd put a fiver on the other guys just because you just don't bet on them.
Yeah, you can't bet on Nebraska. Iowa's got better corn. Nothing's good in Nebraska.
My last game for Saturday that I will not have eyes on, but I'll be betting it is Michigan minus 19.5. I honestly might bet this at 29.5, dude. Michigan is blowing the fuck out of people.
Who
They're
they play?
covering spreads. They play at Maryland. Maryland was nice last year, but Michigan is on a roll, dude. Like I think Michigan potentially is the best team in the nation.
Maryland had what three guys drafted off their roster last
Yeah.
year. Completely new
Yep.
team. Give me Michigan.
Yeah. That Maryland team was supposed to be really, really good last year, but
Yeah,
the
super disappointing.
three,
Except for that,
Derek Queen. Fuck.
yeah, great win against CSU.
I know that was a great game. That was one of the best games of the tournament.
CSU fans
That
are
was
still
good.
very upset about that.
That was bullshit. Other two games to watch: Arizona at Bama Land. Arizona, another team. They've literally have the most quad ones besides Duke and Sparty. Arizona's legit. Watch
They
the
are.
fuck out. At Bama. Bama's not bad. I like this over 178.5. If you watch any college basketball, you know that's extremely high. Bama shoots threes, bro. Like they do. Remember when the Celtics came out and just started shooting like an analytically large amount of 3-pointers a game? And then they said, like, yeah, the analytics tell us to do this. And Alabama's doing the same thing, if not worse.
That's actually low for an Alabama over-under. Usually it's in 180s.
185.
Yeah, but the thing with them is either the over cashes or it doesn't hit. It's not even close because they miss all their threes. So
yeah,
they're a fun team to watch.
Yeah, they are fun. Last year, a lot of people had them going far. It's just they don't play defense, and I think like sure,
Right.
but Arizona, man. I mean, Arizona's legit. I'm definitely leaning the spread's 1.5 Arizona. I'm taking Zona. Last game, UCLA at Gonzaga. You
Yes.
watched Gonzaga the other week. They're pretty legit again. Gonzaga's always fucking good, man.
Gonzaga, I
10.5
like
point spread. 10.5 point spread. Not really digging that. You can throw them in a parlay. They'll be minus 400. But that's the college basketball rundown, we can call it. We'll be talking a lot of college ball. That's like my thing. Anybody going to be out in Vegas in March? You let us know. Trillo Bets will be out there. I'm trying to convince Dante to come on.
March Madness. Let's go.
Okay. College football, we're in a little bit of a lull. However, tomorrow's one of the best games of the year. Dante, if we're betting the under, we're geniuses because how often does this shit usually hit in this game? Army, Navy, where's this game at? Dante, Trump will be there, right?
Yeah, we're definitely betting the under. So the under hit 16 times in a row from 2006 to 2021. It did hit in 22. And then it's been every other since then. But give me the under. Navy's actually a pretty solid team this year. But the other night, like I was just flipping through the channels and they on CBS Sports, they had like a little 30-minute game recap of all the Army Navy games. I just turned it on just to see. Such a fun game. Just like it doesn't matter what the records are for these teams or how good they are. It's just always a 3-point game for whatever reason. They just no one's gonna be throwing the ball, running the clock. I think okay. So the over under. I just had it pulled up. 38.5.
Yeah.
Give me the under. Minus 108.
And who wins this game?
Navy. I think Navy should win. They're a 6.5 point favorite. But if you're looking to bet a spread, Army plus 6.5 might not be a bad bet. Maybe it comes down to a field goal.
I'm thinking this is like a 21-13 game. The cool thing about this, bro, and I just thought about this, man. When Army and Navy play, somebody loses, but America wins, baby.
Yes.
And that's a fucking fact, Jack. You're welcome for that too, by the way, Dante. That's that Trillo Bets crew talk knowledge right there, off the dome piece. This is America's game. Navy's going to be running the ball. You love to see it. Dante's uploading a screenshot. He needs to plug in his Ethernet cable as well.
I was trying to show these jerseys. They always have like the coolest jerseys too. Every single time they play.
Yeah. No, yeah. Navy's uniforms are usually pretty dope. The black and gold, Black Knights. You love to see it.
That's Army. That's
I
all.
would have much rather. I mean, I hate to say it. I know this is a big game. I would rather be watching Notre Dame versus Vandy and Miami versus Alabama. Just call it a spade
Yeah.
a spade.
There also is a bowl game tomorrow. First one of the year. Boise State at Washington. Boise State plus 10. And the over-under is 52.5. I don't know.
That's tomorrow?
Yeah. Yep. The
fuck,
LA
you're right.
Bowl.
Fuck, you're right.
These bowl games, honestly, they suck because you don't know who's playing. You don't know who's coaching. You don't even know who cares about the game. I mean, I don't know. Why is Boise a 10-point dog? It doesn't really make sense to me. It's hard to touch.
Not touching it, huh, bud?
I'll take Boise State plus 10.
You would. All right. Let's shift into NFL. All right. So we're going to do our NFL picks first. Then we'll do a keys to a Broncos victory. And then we can kind of shoot up our DF. We'll close out with DFS. Shout out to my boy Landon. Oh, he's listening right now. He's going to watch me produce this lineup and copy it. I know he will. Anyways, so you were on the Bucks yesterday. I was on the Falcons plus 5.5. So I'm already 1-0. You're 0-1. Which, by the way, I think – let me see here. Dolphins, Jets. Did they play last week?
Yeah, that was last week.
Okay, all right. Let me pull up how we did last week real quick, Dante. Go ahead and let me do some math over here, and you can fuck around and tell the people an interesting story about yourself. But
yeah, I'm still devastated. Last week, my eliminator pick lost. The Saints beating the Bucks. It's honestly, it's been a tough week. I need a win here. And I think I also got to be first place in our NFL pick'em standings, if I had to guess.
No, you were on the Falcons last week.
Falcons are on my never bet list.
And you're on the Bucks. Vikings, you did win. Jags, you won. Steelers, you won. Browns, you lost. So did I. That game is so fun. I'm so mad about that, dude. Bills, they did not cover. Broncos did not cover.
They didn't cover? How many?
6.5.
I thought they won by 6.
No, it was 5.5. Sorry, they won by 5. Packers, did they cover? They ended up covering, right? Yes, they barely covered. God damn it. Rams ended up covering by 1 million, and Eagles fucking okay. So you won 6 games. So you lost Chiefs, you lost Eagles, you won Packers, you lost Broncos, you lost Bills, you lost Browns, you won that.
That Broncos game's criminal.
You lost that. Falcons plus 7. I mean, what are you doing? You lost that. You did win your Dolphins though, and you won Lions. So you won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6. So 6 and 6, not bad. Let's see how Chillo did. Chillo had the Jets. My God. Seahawks, Bucks. They keep fucking me, dude. Vikings.
I definitely had the Seahawks. You know they're my team.
Fucking Ravens, Browns, Bengals. I had that. Broncos, stupid. Bears, stupider. Rams, Texans, and the Eagles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I went 7 and 5. I'm officially better than you.
So we tied.
Everybody knows that.
We tied.
No, you went 6 and 6.
No way did I pick the Falcons.
And by the way, you owe a buzzball. Where's the buzzball at? Let's get into this. That's not a buzzball. And we want to see shotgunning. You got
Listen,
debts
here's
to
the deal.
pay, Dante.
Me and Ev are doing it together, but he's hiding. Ev is hiding. That's all there is to it.
Speaking of losing bets, Utah just scored. It is now 3-2. Wanted to grab Mammoth money line, but it was minus 190. Seattle plus 1.5. Next, let's get into some pick'ems here, bud. I'll pull up the spreads, and you give me your knowledge, okay? Also, in the back of your head, start thinking of any timers, okay?
Yes.
You need 4 of them. I'm not going to throw Evan in. Evan's officially kicked out. Send a text to Gerald.
After that, Darren Waller.
Yep, he's not even allowed. I mean, I'd rather hand my phone to Lou. Which funny story, did I tell you about that one time with Luciana?
Yeah.
Speaking of random hockeys, so I'm like listening to the pregame, making some dinner. It was like last year, making some dinner, and I'm like, fuck, who was it? I think it was like Pittsburgh versus Washington. So it was like, oh, Ovechkin, Crosby. You know, I'm like, fuck it, I'll put a $5 on it. You know, and on DraftKings, you know how the layouts anytime
Right.
first, two or more, three,
Right.
right? So there's columns. So she could have picked anything. So she just grabs it. She doesn't even look at it. I mean, the poor thing can't read yet. So she just like picks, boom. And I'm like, that's not what I meant. I tried to show her like Ovechkin or Crosby or whatever. And she's like, yeah, this one. And then put a $5 on it. Swear to God, the fucker scored first, dude. I mean, these chicks, no puck, dude. The chicks, no puck. One of my biggest hockey wins ever came from the likes of a 5-year-old. You love to see it. Jordan's DK, by the way, is climbing. Not to get too personal, but she knows first to scores, dude. I mean,
that's where I'm at. I'm about to let the dog make my picks this week. You know how they like throw the tennis ball and
ask Katie. I'm telling you. Oh yeah. Ask Katie. Chicks know who's gonna score first, man. I'm telling you. All right, let's get into it. Rapid fire here. Let me write these down because I'm gonna tape this to the wall because you got to start producing. Okay, coming up first, you got these shitty Browns. Your boy Shadur plus 7.5 at Chicago. Could be the coldest game in the history of NFL. Who you got?
7.5. I feel like the Bears play a lot of close games. They'll probably win, but give me the Browns on the 7.5 there. I mean, I think they can keep it close. Shador's looking good.
I'm just taking this because of what the Browns did to me. Give me the Chicago minus 7.5. Shadur don't want to play in the cold. Ravens minus 2.5 at Bengals. Bengals technically, they're still in it. No T. Higgins. I'm expecting a fucking monster game from Jamar Chase. I'll take Bengals plus 2.5. I think Joey Burrow is going to be fucking pissed for losing that game.
Yeah, I mean, Bengals beat the shit out of them on Thanksgiving weekend. Little revenge game here, but honestly, I've been betting against the Ravens all year and it's been paying off. So why stop now? Give me the Bengals at home. I did see Trey Hendrickson. He's out for the year, but they're getting Shamar Stewart back. So we'll see that Bengals defense, though. That's not what's going to win them the game. It's Joe Burrow. No T. Higgins, Bengals? Though. I'm taking Bengals.
Yeah, but they got Shipley. They got that other guy's last name, which is fucking crazy.
or whatever.
Yeah. They also he's getting the tight ends involved. No Fant. Giuseppe's fucking doing the Dougie out there, whatever he's doing. The gritty, whatever. I'll take the gritty Bengals. Chargers plus 5.5 at Kansas City. I mean, just like you said it with the Ravens, dude. I've been betting against Kansas City. I'm basically a millionaire. Give me the Chargers money line, but I'll take them plus 5.5 for the sake of this. At Kansas City, by the way.
Yeah, I should have looked. Do you know what the scenario is for the Chiefs? Are they done? Are they like have to win out?
Yeah, they need to win out. They could finish at 10-7. They need who do they need? I think they need the Bills. Well, it comes down to the AFC North kind of for them as well. I don't know. The scenarios they're fucked. Dolphins need to lose too.
Okay. Give me the Chiefs only because I want them to win so Denver can end their season on Christmas.
So you're taking Chiefs minus 5.5.
Hard to beat a team twice. They beat them. Remember week 1.
But look, dude, the Chiefs' offensive line's banged up. They can't effectively run the ball, even if they give Kareem Hunt the ball 70 times. It doesn't matter. He probably will score though.
And Bills, Chargers on a short week too, Monday night. So
yeah, and overtime. Bills minus 1 at New England, potentially the game of the weekend. Man, the Bills fucking need this. Like, I need air. Fuck, dude. I'm gonna go Bills because we want that number 1 seed, bro. And I know that we have the upper hand, but if we were to drop one, I'll take Bills on the road.
Okay. I'm man enough to admit I've lost 24 bets in a row. 24.
Are you serious?
24.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Since 24.
When? Thanksgiving that week. The Texas A&M Texas game was my last win. Here we are. This is my lock. This is where we get back on track. This is my lock of the weekend. This might be my only bet of the weekend. Give me the Bills. They are my lock. They're going to end my slump. We're going to get it all back on the Bills this weekend. I think the Patriots are better than people thought, but the Bills they're coming on at the end of the season like they always do. Josh Allen's looking good. They're going to want revenge because the Patriots beat them earlier in the season. Give me the Bills. slump buster, lock of the week.
That's
Legacy game. Legacy
I'm,
game.
I'm circling it. I'm circling it for you. Horsecock lock of the week. Give me a lock for this one. Commanders plus 2.5 at the Meadowlands. The New York Giants. Christ, dude, what a fucking stinker. Oh my god, dude. Give me the home team. Giants minus 2.5.
Yep.
Yucky.
Give me the Giants. Coming off a bye, right? And then
Yeah.
Jackson Dart's looking good. That Giants defense is actually not bad, so give me the Giants.
Yep. Moving on. Raiders at Philly. Talked to a Philly fan yesterday. He's worried about the offensive coordinator, as everybody actually is. Eagles are kind of like the Bills. They know when to get good. The Raiders, we saw them last week, man. Kenny Pickett stinks too. He's playing a maybe revenge game against his old team. He won a Super Bowl there, kind of. I'll take Eagles here and laying the 12. I'm not scared of that. I don't think that they can stop Saquon and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett revenge game, but nothing like a get-right game against the Raiders. 12.5 is kind of a lot of points. We saw what they did to Denver where they, Pete Carroll should be in jail for that, but covering the spread sneaky. So
FBI, dude.
I mean, I would like to say the Raiders cover, but I can't. I literally can't even say that. So give me the Eagles.
Eagles minus 12. That's not the biggest spread because this one is Jets at Jags. Jets are starting some Brandon Bozo at quarterback. What is Justin Fields still hurt? What's up with him?
I think they just told him to go home.
Fuck, dude. You paid him. Like,
I
what
think
the
he might be a little hurt, but at the same time, it's like we don't really want to play him. It's one of those deals too, where like if a dude does get hurt, then there's contracts guaranteed, so they don't really want to play him.
Yeah, it's like what we did with Russ, and everybody knows it. Yeah. I'll take Jags. That's my squad. Minus 13.5. I told you I was right about them. They'll be 10-4 coming into Denver next week. Who you got?
Yep, give me the Jags.
This is going to be my anytime touchdown of the week, Travis Etienne. So I don't know if you know about the backup. He's fumbled twice, and he's a little banged up. Etienne is going to fucking eat. I have him in fantasy. I'm expecting big things. So probably going to have to sneak him in the DFS lineup, try to build it around that. But, I'll take Travis Etienne as Trillo Betts is anytime touchdown legacy, probably minus 200. I'm not saying anything about that, but we're doing a 4-legger, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Cardinals at Houston, minus 9.5. I just feel bad for the Cardinals, dude, because I can't wait for them to fire their coach. So Michael Wilson is a wagon again this week. Probably going to have to sneak him in DFS as well. Jacoby Brissett's not playing too bad. Kyler Murray definitely should be traded as well. So with all that being said, I think the Cardinals potentially could get goose-egged here against this Houston defense. So give me the Texans minus 9.5. That offense is looking better for the Texans, by the way. Remember, everybody was worried about them. I think C.J. Stroud's getting a little bit better. Another team that needs to upgrade the offensive line. But give me Texans here. I think they're on a little streak as well.
Yes, they are on a little streak. I was looking at some Super Bowl odds. The Texans are like 7th or 8th best odds to win the Super Bowl, so they're up there. Way. Yes, people love the Texans right now. They have the best defense in the NFL, is what the people are saying, even though Denver beat them. But yeah, the Cardinals are stinky. Yeah, give me the Texans.
Texans minus 9.5. A lot of points. It is. You love it though. Speaking of a lot of points, another fucking good game, and I'm loving this pick here for me. Lions at the Rams. Lions win this game. They have a 80% chance of making the playoffs. I think it's like 87. If they lose this game, 40% chance of making the playoffs. This division's tight as nails. Sorry, getting all excited. I got family out there in Detroit. I'm riding with my Lions here. Give me the Lions plus 6. I think this is going to be an extremely high-scoring game. Devontae Adams is a little banged up. All he does is run 1-yard routes. Puka Nacua is going to have legitimately 70 points in fantasy. I think the Stafford thing, oh my God, dude. God damn it. Utah just scored. Fuck you, Dante. It's 4-2. Need a miracle. Anyway, so give me the Lions here. Remember, it's kind of in a dome. Yeah, it is in a dome.
It's
at dome. LA. Jared Goff, revenge game. I'll take Lions plus 6 here. Sneaky.
Matthew Stafford revenge game. I like the Lions. It's hard to root against them. I think the Rams are a really good team. Kyron Williams a little banged up. Corum's getting a lot of touch there in that backfield. Lions, they just haven't really been the same this year, but it's do or die for them. They're like on the bubble for the playoffs, honestly. So give me the Lions +6. This is almost a must win.
So I think you've copied me. Yeah, the only thing we have different is the Chargers and Chiefs. So I thought I'd get you there, but you're smart, man. Lions +6. Okay, Panthers at New Orleans, 2.5. Shout out to the Saints, man. But Panthers are covering this pretty easy. They're coming off a bye as well. I'm starting Chuba Hubbard in fantasy in my flex, by the way. Should have started Mike Evans. Everybody on Twitter was right. Give me Chuba Hubbard and my Panthers -2.5 on the road.
When you said everyone on Twitter was right, you mean you're talking about me, right? Give me give me the Panthers. I don't know. This is another game where I really like the spread on it. The Saints, they've had a couple of good weeks, but I think they come back down to reality a little bit here.
All right, Panthers. Big win puts them first in the division. I think they are first. No, they need to win.
No, the Panthers are first right now.
Are they?
Yep.
Yeah, well, they still need to win. So Titans at San Francisco. This could potentially be a 30, 40-point game. 49ers -12.5 is pretty free. Titans, shout out to you guys for beating the Browns. Or did the Browns beat themselves?
Yep.
Give me the 49ers by 1 million. McCaffrey should score easily 60 points in fantasy.
Yep, give me the 49ers. A lot of stinky games this weekend.
Yeah.
A few really good games.
But you know there's going to be one of these teams that gets upset, dude. I mean, like, it could be this one. Colts at Seattle, -14 Seahawks. Loving in Jigba this week, bro. This is like, honestly, dude, it's like we really try to get cute, but why? Why can't you just build a parlay with like ETN, McCaffrey? Oh my God, Utah scored again. RIP that bet. McCaffrey, right? In Jigba, like ETN Jr., Josh Allen. That's what the fucking parlay should be. But you guys always get too surgical. Seahawks, man. I don't. This is that Sam Darnold shit too, man. I wonder how this team's going to do in the playoffs. I really do. They have the best wide receiver in football. 14 is a lot. But, dude, I don't feel good about the Philip Rivers thing. I just think that doesn't make sense to me. I'll take Seahawks -14.
Give me the Colts. 13, 14, that's a lot of points. I think Philip Rivers can come out. They're going to keep it close. I mean, the Colts last week, they had the Falcons, tied at half, or the Falcons had the Seahawks tied at halftime, right? So I think it could be I think it'd be a close game.
They got blown out.
Yeah, second half.
They got blown
second
out.
Half.
Yeah, first half. Wouldn't mind that bet. First half, Colts +7.
Right. Yeah, the Seahawks second best odds to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, Seattle just got one back. Never say never. 3-5. Should have bet the over, don't they? Okay. I got a sneaky one here for you, bud. My Vikings aren't eliminated yet. Shout out to my boys up in Maple Lake, Minnesota. I'll take Vikings +5.5 at Dallas. Shout out to Ev, too, because I love betting against his Cowgirls. Both these teams are just so inconsistent. This is like McCarthy. Oh, my God, dude. I can't believe it. Give me 5.5 Vikings. They won me last week, so I'm going to ride them again.
Yeah, this is a tough one. It's like, is McCarthy going to have a good game, as good of a game as he did last week? The Cowboys, you never know what team's going to show up. Playing at home, both teams playing for something still. Man, this is tough. Give me the Cowboys.
You're taking the boys. Shout out to Evan.
Yes. I need to see it from 9 one more week in a row before I can trust it.
That's Sunday Night Football. So Monday Night Football, yucky. Dolphins, who aren't eliminated and slowly have crawled their way back into a 6-7 record, which a lot of people were riding them out. 11 seconds left here on my bet. I need a miracle. Okay, Steelers -3. I feel like the Steelers are going to win this. Just I don't. They're playing for Tomlin at this point. The injury to Watt does affect it. I fucking hate betting against. I hate betting on Aaron Rodgers, dude. I really do. I just fucking despise it. You go first. Who you got?
Hold on, I'm looking up the temperature. on Monday in Pittsburgh. But I'm leaning Dolphins. Oof. What do we got here? 19 degrees. Ooh, give me the Steelers. Give me the
Steelers
Steelers.
-3. Yep, I just wrote that down too. All right, Steelers -3. So those are our pick'ems, Dante. I look forward to beating you. Is there a chance that you could possibly go 0 for fucking 13?
No, because the Bills are my lock and they will win.
So everybody listening,
Wait,
bet on the
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Patriots. Everybody listening, bet on the Patriots. Okay, all right. Let's shift to the Broncos game because we didn't talk about that one. Where is that fucking game at, by the way? Oh yeah, I did skip them. So Broncos, 2.5 point big dog. 2.5 point dogs. I'm taking that. Let me write that down real quick. I know you're taking them too because you're sick.
Yes.
Look, dude, Broncos. I think the keys to victory here, for one, is going to be the turnover ratio, the turnover battle. Last week, I talked about how the Broncos defense is elite. We know that. However, I need to see some more turnovers. Jordan Love's looking good. I think he could turn the ball over a lot more as well. I think that's kind of his downfall. He's inconsistent. He's the highest paid player, right? Second highest paid player in the league. First highest player.
Jordan Love.
I like this Packers team. I'm not really worried about Micah Parsons, to be honest with you. I think it's gonna be a really good game. I just think our defense is better than their defense. I trust Bo a little bit more than I trust Jordan Love, but it's gonna come down to turnovers, and I also think it's gonna come down to running the football, which I don't think. Remember, Josh Jacobs is a Bronco killer, dude. He averages like over 100 against us. It'd be interesting to see if he plays or not. I did see that we get Ben Powers back this week, so I think the Broncos are pretty much fully healthy. So I'm loving that. Look for Harvey to get involved. You would love to see a couple big plays from the kid. Sutton should have a big game here as well. I watched the Panthers beat this Packer team. I watched the fucking Browns beat this Packers team. I know there's holes in their game. If this was in Green Bay, I'd kind of be a little bit more nervous about it, right? It's going to be a close game either way, but I like the chances that we're at home. Give me the +2.5.
Yeah, little note here. So Pat Bryant could be out. He's doubtful for Sunday, which means more Mims maybe. Packers are wearing their all white, the white helmet too. They're 4-0 when they wear those jerseys. Huge game as far as just like everyone's calling Denver frauds and they're not real contenders. This is a game you got to win at home to prove who you are. I like Sean Payton as far as like game plan wise, what he's going to cook up here. It's going to come down to, can we slow down Micah Parsons, and are we going to let Jordan Love beat us? Riley Moss, I'm watching you this week. The thing with the Packers is like
he's going to get toasted.
Well, they don't have like one dominant receiver that you would expect Surtain to follow. So it's hard to know who's going to really be getting the targets.
Yeah.
But I like Denver at home. How could you bet against them? I mean, this is big game for both teams as far as going for the number 1 seed. Going to be a good one, but give me the Broncos, home dogs.
Home dogs, let's go. Boots on ground. We're going to be having a fucking great time over there, bud. Yeah, yes. I like it. One thing about the Packers, too, is like Watson, low-key's been carrying my team. So, like, last week I had Michael Wilson and Jigba and Watson. That's just like legacy wide receivers for fantasy. I love the value for Watson in fantasy, don't get me wrong. I would hear your argument of starting him because you're right, dude. If Surtain is shutting down Wicks or Dubes or Dobbs or whatever, or Golden, he takes on Golden, and Reed's they move back. Jalen Reed's back, and they move Watson around to get Riley Moss, send him on a fade, and it's probably going to be successful, dude. I mean, it's just like, why fix it if it ain't broken, right? So I am nervous about the big plays downfield on Riley Moss because Jordan Love will find him.
It's huge. Tucker Kraft's out for the Packers because he would probably eat Denver up if I had to guess. So that's gonna be
not
huge.
Bad.
He's not bad, but he's not the same. And especially if Josh Jacobs doesn't play and that they're relying on Love. I mean, Jordan Love, we've seen him. He's had some turnover issues at times. So, I mean, these are two very similar teams. Strong defenses, younger quarterbacks that are not 1,000% proven. We'll see what happens. But if you're Denver and you want to shut up the critics and prove you're not a fraud, you got to win this game.
Yeah, Definitely. This would be a huge game. We knew it would be too. And I mean, I like this game. I like the Jags. I like the fact that we're at home. So yeah, big game. It's gonna be a really good game, man. I mean, I'm just more so excited watching a couple good teams here. So we've been lucky with the Commanders and the
Yes.
fucking Raiders. So yeah, let's see how we're looking. I think it'll be a great test for us. So that is our Broncos Packers preview. We might be doing a Sunday at 7. We don't know. Trillabet's got to have boots on ground. We'll be taking the choo-choo train. Shout out to Dante for the idea. Next, let's go ahead and take that screen off. I'm going to share the DFS squad lineup, okay? So, Dante, I need you fucking working here, bud,
All right.
okay? Your boy needs a fucking win. Let's start off. You know how I like to start off defense. Okay. Now, is there any value defenses that you think stick out in your opinion? Like the Saints or the Panthers?
What's the Giants defense looking like?
Giants. Okay. I like that. We'll throw them in against your Commanders. Next, any sneaky tight ends? Because I already got your back, bud. He's 4,000. Fannin Jr. Sorry, there's a couple non-negotiables, right? All right, and then I told you I wanted to build the lineup around him, so let's throw ETN in there. And then, dude, I still don't understand why he's so cheap, but you can get Devin Neal for 5,300 right now.
Oof, I like that.
Okay, that gets you about 63,000. Now, do you want to look at quarterback? Who are you going to spend your nut on? Is it going to be quarterback? Because like wide receiver, like you could blow the load on Nakua, Chase, Almiron. I don't mind that. In Jigba, obviously, like what more do you want him to do at this point? Nico Collins is sneaky as well. I think they bumped up Michael Wilson. Did they not? Sutton. We love some Sutton, bud. I mean, should we?
Myers is a sneaky one too.
Yeah, but they play the Jets. Yeah, but don't you think they'll be up by like 3,000 points?
That's true.
Right?
Look at Judy. If it wasn't gonna be so windy, he's had a nice couple little weeks despite
fuck
being
him, dude.
An idiot.
Fuck him. You got where's my boy? Wilson. Shakur. I feel like every time I've started him, he's fucked me too.
Tet's one to keep your eye on versus Saints.
Michael Wilson, dude. Ooh, 6,600. They figured it out. See, at that price, it's actually not worth it, in my opinion. So, who are you spending your note on, bud? Do you want to, are we spending that quarterback? Do you find any value down here? For example, I'm sorry, dude. Tyler Shuck could be a pretty good pick here. No lie. He's playing okay. We're spending 4,900. We could get a couple really good positional players. But this is where Trillabet's overthinks it. Because he'll, if Josh Allen drops 30 and you don't have him, you lose. So, I mean, Purdy could be a sneaky pick. Bo,
if that's a high-scoring game.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, Dart for 5,600 because he could run a couple in.
I know, but this motherfucker always gets hurt too, though.
That's true. That's
risk. And then you have to watch that game.
Trevor Lawrence too. He's actually, people can hate on him. He's actually had a pretty decent year.
I know. I just think that they're going to be up.
But you don't really want to do that with you have ETN. You don't want to have to be fighting over touchdowns.
So what's your?
I think let's pick a couple receivers and go to quarterback.
Okay. All right. So are we throwing Sutton in here or not?
No.
Okay. So Jameson Williams since the Thanksgiving has been on a tear. He's going to have to go off.
Yeah, I think Amon-Ra's finally getting a little bit healthier, though. That's the only thing that makes me a little bit nervous is he was kind of banged up. He's coming back healthy. I was honestly thinking Nico and Stroud could be a sneaky little stack. I mean, those Cardinals games are always high scoring.
Oh, you know what, though? What we could put – let me see what Woody Marks is here because I saw that.
Yeah, against that Cardinals defense.
Woody Marks in the flex. Okay. So now your average is at 60. So like what?
Like
Now I'm getting nervous. Tet.
Yes, he's sitting at was that 6,000?
Okay, Tet McMillan is in. Are you liking any of these guys down here, dude?
I mean, Sutton
No.
does have some.
It's
I mean, McLaurin. These dudes do have some value down there. Just like you don't know they're boomer bust.
Diggs. I feel like I have him in fantasy too, and he's gonna fuck me. Nico Collins has been low key a wagon. You're right. That's not a bad lie there. Let's see if we plug him in there. Okay. So this is where, like, let's see if we do this. Oh fuck, then we're fucked here. Oh my god, then we'd have to go Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, we don't want that. Throw Stroud in, or who are you thinking?
So you want to stack Stroud, and then see what we got left for.
Yeah, because he's decent value.
Yeah, he is. So we'll have 8,000 at wide receiver. So we could get Amra. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. Are we liking this? We're fucking loading up on Houston though.
You like Amra over Puka, or Puka's too much?
What if we do? Is there any other value that I would rather try to get Puka? So let me do this. Let's take out him. Let me throw in Puka because Puka. I'd be really surprised if Puka doesn't score 20. Let's see if there's any
And he's due
receivers
for a
down here.
touchdown too.
Is there any receivers that we can take? We know DJ Moore's off the table. We can't start Pittman. Jawan Jennings, how's he doing?
Go down a little. What do we
It's
got
just
here? I
who?
mean, like I told you, I'm throwing Alec Pearson. That's a crazy one. That's like a really. I mean, it's hard to trust it, but
I can't do that, dude. I can't. I'm not betting on the Colts.
I mean,
Debo. What about little Troy? Little Troy Frankie?
yeah.
Big game?
Oh man, it's.
Big game, Troy Franklin?
Was there any other value at running back? Maybe cheaper than Marks?
Are you talking about in the flex?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could potentially go. You could go cheap in the flex here. So, I mean, you could put Kittle in the flex, and then that gives you. Nah, let's see. Let's try to find a flex a little bit cheaper here. Bam Knight, yucky. Ooh, what about a little Chris Rodriguez?
Yeah, look at Corum too. I mean, he had 20 points last week.
Then that gets you 6K, which now you could go Tet.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mind that. Click. There we go.
Okay, I mean, that Giants but here's the thing. You don't want to do that because you have Giants defense.
I don't care about that, dude. I usually get the worst defense available. Like I did that for the Rams and the Panthers, and they ended up scoring like a pretty good, decent amount for me because they had 19 turnovers against
and
the Rams.
Rodriguez questionable.
Yeah, what's the status with our boy Chris Rod? I mean, come on. We can't do that. That's stupid. I don't know if I like. I mean, Tet. Why won't you let me put Sutton in here, bro?
You could put Sutton. He could have a good game.
Sutton's a dog. He plays big in big games.
He does.
And then we're getting Woody Marks. Wasn't Marks 5,400 or was he 56? Oh my God,
56.
he was 56. That's it. Giants, you're out. I love doing this. Saints are in. Chargers, Mahomes, weak offensive line. 3 turnovers last week.
Jeez. Yeah, look, Bengals defense hasn't been horrible, believe it or not.
Bryce Young could totally throw 3 picks too. You know he could.
He could. Then, yeah, he definitely could. Did you take
Saints are in. Shout out to Evan.
and he took Ted out. So yeah, that's good.
Okay, so Woody Marks legacy game. Cortland Sutton in the clutch, 2 tutties. Nico Collins stacked with CJ Stroud. Eyes on Houston. If Houston scores 16 points, we know that we don't even need to watch that game.
Oh, you do have a lot of Houston in there, yeah.
I mean, okay, so remember this lineup because I want to show you kind of what I was thinking. Okay, so the highest was this game. What do you think? I'm big on my Rams and my Yeah. So, fuck, dude. Just don't like this build at all. So, is there anybody? Where's James? So we could stack Jared Goff with JMO, and then you're looking at a 5,200. So you could do a Troy Franklin there. That's kind of how you could do it. So which lineup do you like better, this one or that other one that we built? This is more so attacking the highest over and under. So it's
Right.
like, what is Vegas telling us? We're gonna do it. We got Puka. You could honestly take out, the likes of, you could put a stinker in at flex, like a tight end. I've been doing that too. So like, watch if you were out and
I
then
wouldn't mind doing that and
go.
then getting someone higher for Troy Franklin.
So like, look at if you know that the Rams, right? You throw him in there.
What about Ingram? I think Ingram's gonna have a good game because Sean Payton cooks him up in these situations where they play good teams. He was way cheap. Was that not him I saw down there?
Dude, I'm not betting on fucking Evan Ingram, dude. You're fucking high. Check
Over,
this out.
you're gonna put Coley Parkinson in there?
Just hear me out here, dude. Just hear me out.
Another Ram?
Hear me out.
Oh
Now,
my god.
yeah, but dude, now you can look
I
at
see
the
what you're
squad.
doing. You make up for it, yeah.
So you got Goff, legacy game. ETN, he could potentially set an NFL record against the Jets. Devin Neal, we love this guy at Kansas. He did set a record against CU. Puka Nacua, come on. The guy's buddy with Dana White. Jameson Williams, stacking with Goff, highest over under. Fannin Jr., which my legacy is on the line with him. Cody Parkinson, I don't even care. Highest over under. I need 8 from him.
What's the
Raiders
price
defense? Nobody cares.
Goff and Stafford?
Oh, dude, it's 900. Yeah, he's the second highest. Or you could just say, I feel like Josh Allen gets into superhero mode. I was thinking about stacking him with like Shakir or Coleman, but there's a couple teams in the league where it's like, who the fuck are they going to throw to? The Colts, Packers, the Bills, Patriots are kind of that way too. I know they got Diggs, but it's hard. But I just think that you could potentially have, like, if Jameson Williams goes off, which he's a 2, he could potentially have 20. That means Jared Goff's at least getting you 20. ETN, I cannot see how he doesn't score 20. Devin Neal, fine. Puka Nacua will have 25. I put my Trillo Bets legacy on his fantasy score over that. And then we got Jamar Chase. But that's what I'm saying is you got Puka Nacua, Jameson Williams, Jamar Chase. My guy.
That's like the conflict is, do you go for the boomer bust like this lineup, or do you go for like the high averages like the last lineup? You got to kind of decide on what your strategy is.
I think I'm going to pass it up to you, bud. Which lineup of the 3 did you like? Did you like this expensive one? Like, for example, if Jamar Chase scores 7, that's it. You've lost this. Or if the fucking Rams just clobber the Lions. I'm big on the Lions. It sucks with Colby Parkinson and the Raiders defense. I know, but you have Jamar Chase, or honestly, let's say we didn't want to do Jamar Chase. We found some value like here with Vele. Just for example, then you could go pull the trigger on a 7,100, which is Saquon Barkley.
Saquon could have a huge game.
Yeah. There's a couple different ways where if you just move this person out, now what you're looking at is, okay, Vele, I don't even just get 10 points, like 7 points. 7 points is totally fine for that. It's called a punt, right? Like, I don't even give a fuck. Raiders is a punt. You just need 2 points. You don't need minus points. But if they did, they play, you're kind of contradicting yourself here. That's why I don't necessarily love this, but like, what do you want to do? So let's start with the anchors, okay? I think Puka Nacua, ETN. I only put Devin Neal in here, by the way, just for the value, just because it's like a home run. Like we're saying.
I think it's a good pick. I mean, I liked the Nico Collins Stroud stack. I think that could be those Cardinals games are usually pretty high scoring too. So then you're getting a little bit of high scoring with the Rams, getting a little high scoring with the Texans. It's tough to trust DJ Stroud, though, I will admit. But yeah, some good value.
Are we throwing so you want to throw Woody Marks in here then as the flex? and just
What do you?
bury it.
Whoa.
Because I'm pretty sure nobody else is playing running back here. What's Marks? Who else is hurt? Chubb out.
Hit that
Is
game log.
questionable. Game log. 15, 7, 7, 6. Yeah. How many attempts? Ooh, 26. Love to see that.
Yeah, a lot of attempts. But then the thing is, are you worried he's going to be taking a touch? Like, you got Colin Stroud. You don't want Mark stealing all the touchdowns.
So, you know what? We could do. I think we keep Marks in, and I think we do this. You're going to love this, dude. We're going to do this. That defense, I'm sorry, dude. We got to punt. Oh, we can't. Oh my God, we got to throw a fucking. Oh, we could throw. Oh, okay. So give me somebody who's going to score out of this lineup, dude. Pat Bryant out. Coker away. Coleman. He's so touchdown burden, dude. Like he literally is. Oh fuck! You know what?
What about
Henderson
Mims?
should have a good.
No
Huh?
Bryant. Mims.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I don't think he even fucking. What's his game log look like, dude? Well, it's because he had that touchdown, right?
Yeah, 1 reception, 2 reception,
Oh.
6 receptions versus the Giants.
So like we can't do this, dude. We cannot afford.
Go down a little bit. Go down. Was Corum there?
Corum.
I saw Blake Corum pretty low.
No. This is wide receiver.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't have the flex because we got Woody Marks in there, so we have wide receiver. Oh fuck, dude. Tesla. He's low key a fucking unit too, dude. He scores all the time. Oh fuck, man. Is there any value anywhere? Ooh, Tinsley. Actually, low key with
Higgins
T.
out.
Higgins out. What's the price of that one dickhead? How do you spell his name? There he is, 4,100. We can't afford him. We could afford a little Tinsley though. Tinsley, they're gonna have to throw. What's the weather looking like in Cincinnati?
Let's see.
I don't think it matters because it's Joey B.
Yeah, I mean they did good in the snow versus the Bills.
Okay, what if we throw Tinsy in? Then we could actually upgrade our defense too, and we could do.
You're looking at
Giants D.
Fairly warm.
Nico's been a wagon too, dude. You're right. We got to wrap this shit up too. Nico has been a wagon. 19, 21. Fuck, dude.
I'm telling you, I liked that Nico Stroud stack.
All right, then. We'll ride it. And we got to do Woody. So we got to do Marks then too, though. I swear to God, if like anybody else scores,
put Nico in. And then how much do you have left for quarterback?
Nico. Oh my God. We could do it. We could get Josh Allen. But wait.
Or you could get Stafford with the Puka stack.
But we need another wide receiver. We need a wide receiver. 5,200 preferably. Olave.
Yeah, Olave. You got Neal already, though.
I know. Tet. No.
Too much.
Then we can't. Yeah, too much. Then we'd have to go pick it. How did this get so expensive?
Because we got Puka. We didn't have him earlier.
I thought we did. Nico Collins. I can build this. CJ. Who was our wide receiver?
Now you can do Tet because that's.
Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Raiders. And then that gives us just enough for Tet McMillie. You better fucking hope he scores. Okay, I like this. CJ Stroud, ETN, Devin Neal, Puka Nacua, Nico Collins, Teddy, Fannin. I swear if Fannin doesn't score, I'll be so surprised. Woody Marks, he's going to have fucking 900 points. The Raiders.
See, so I feel like this is more of the high average lineup. Like you're hoping all these do kind of contribute versus the last one you put together is more the boomer bust. So I like that's more my style. I like it.
All right. I will follow up and let you know how we do. We're in Omaha. Shout out Landon. All right. So we will see how this goes, Dante, because I'm not very confident in your abilities. However, it's time to wrap this shit up.
Wait, real quick.
Go ahead.
Heisman pick.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
You gotta let me see the odds here. If I had to pick, like my vote personally would be for Pavia. I think he meant the most to his team. Mendoza, I think you get that win against Ohio State. Although he did not really light it up at all.
Well, dude, they were up by a million all the time.
Well, no, I mean like against Ohio State.
Oh, in that particular game.
Yeah, but all year really. I'm trying to look at the odds. I can't find it. But if I had to pick, I'd get Pavia, and I know that's your boy too.
Yeah, give me
Mendoza is the favorite right now.
Give me Diego.
Oh my gosh! According to this, Mendoza's huge favorite.
Oh, so there must be some inside information. Isn't that tomorrow?
Yep, tomorrow night. I can't find it on DraftKings, but on Google, it's telling me like he's minus 1,000 on some books. Mendoza is so.
Mendoza?
Okay. Yes.
Let me see if I can pull it up on the DK.
Okay, on MGM right now, Mendoza minus 1,200, Pavia plus 700, Love plus 15,000, and Julian Sane plus 50,000. So that seems to be like they know. And also, I just saw Mendoza won the Maxwell QB award, but basically that award is whoever wins it for the best offensive player and has won the Heisman like 8 years in a row or something. So the Maxwell Award for most outstanding player has gone to Fernando Mendoza, and the last like 8 winners have gone to win the Heisman. So
so that's why the odds are so crazy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
So yeah, give me Diego. Fuck it. Real quick, Joe wants me to talk about his UFC. He's taking some big underdogs. Last card of the year, Brandon Morval plus 225 fighting Manel Cop. That's how you say his name. Manel Cop could be a future champ. Joe has no idea what he's talking about. Next, Giga. This guy has a crazy fighting style. Super. He's a kickboxer, and he doesn't move his head. Just he's like this. That's how he just comes at you. Homie's getting slept. I do like Giga though. He's a fucking funny guy to watch. If you are watching these fights, dude, they're late as fuck too. So next, I think his favorite fighter, Bobby Green, is fighting. He is Lance Gibson Jr. If you know anything about the UFC, you love Bobby Green because he loses every time. Did change his name to King Green. And then I think our boy Neil Magny, cool story about him. Your boy Meta, shout out to Appliance Factory. He was buying a dishwasher.
Everyone's got to do the dishes.
He's plus 340. So Gerald's chasing some dogs out here. You love to see it. Maybe we'll need Evan's picks since he's on a little heater in the UFC. I would probably take Manel Cop for sure. For sure. This Ola Jacek guy is nasty. However, Cesar Almeida has actually beaten Pereira. Alex Pereira. So I'd probably throw him in there plus 170. And then I'd probably I'm probably betting against King Green. Yeah, I'm probably betting against King Green. Dante, let's get into that real quick. The craziest story of the week, man. And this kind of makes me sad, dude.
Yes.
But you know why? Like, it makes me sad. It makes me feel bad about the situation. But I just want to say it couldn't have happened to a worse person in Dave Portnoy. Because when Michigan State got caught cheating or whatever, Which, by the way, did you see they have a donor that donated fucking 410 million? Sparty.
Yes, I thought
Did
that
you
was
see
you.
that?
Yes.
Yeah. Sparty. Yeah, which was fucking nuts, by the way. Shout out to Sparty. But yeah, if it wasn't for Dave Portnoy, and him calling us fucking cheaters and stuff like that, which is just crazy. Anyways, good thing that happened to him. However, moving on. Tell the people the facts that we know so far, Dante. For those of you that are not interested, not involved in what's going on, it's a crazy story out of Michigan, man. What's going on?
Yeah, crazy story. So this week, Sharon Moore was arrested. Uh, third-degree home invasion, 2 misdemeanors, stalking and a domestic relationship, and then breaking and entering. He was released from jail today on a $25,000 bond. Basically, what happened is he was fired for inappropriate relationship with a staff member. This girl was allegedly a intern, and then making $50,000 a year. Promoted, making $95,000 a year the next year. Apparently, this has been going on for a while. There's like videos of them together, like on before pregame on Big Ten Network, like stand next to each other. But he got caught. There's rumors that like DoorDash drivers were dropping off, Plan B at the office, allegedly, some other pretty crazy stuff. But apparently, he broke into her house and threatened to harm himself in front of her, and that she had ruined his life. Went to a church. They arrested him there. It's just sad story. Dude's got wife, 3 kids. Christmas is ruined. Just you talk about an all-time fumble, dude. These college coaches. I mean, you're the face of a program. You're a national, headline now. In jail, you go from prepping for a bowl game to in jail within a matter of 24 hours. Michigan fires their athletic director. They've had 9 guys arrested in the past, like since Harbaugh's left to go to the Chargers. They've had 9 guys arrested. Just complete culture problem there in Michigan. Whoever does take that job, give me a complete rehaul. Rumor is maybe Kellen DeBoer interested. Jed Fish from Arizona, I saw a name. Jesse Minter, Chargers defensive coordinator. No clue where they'll go. Bryce Underwood, number 1 recruit last year, keeping a close eye.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is he going to be like, all right, this is too much going on? It's still Big Blue, bro. I mean, like, it's one of the bigger, I know there's a lot of them. It's one of the bigger college football platforms. I mean, you hate to say it. It really is. That's why it's just so fucking nuts that, like, this feels like a weird, crazy thing that would happen. But it shouldn't be at one of these big, huge universities because they should have a tighter lid on what's going on. That's why, like, I could see holding the AD accountable because it's been like, dude, you've repeatedly had this happen to you or underneath you. So I mean, I don't know enough about it. It just makes me feel sad for the guy. He threatened suicide. You never want to deal with, that. But it's just like, what in the world is going on out here, man? Like, having an affair. He's got 3 kids. Let me ask you a question. How in the fuck does he have this much time on his hands, dude? You got to think, being a head coach of Michigan, dude, that's a full-time times 10. You got 3 kids at home. You got a wife. You probably got other family and stuff. So it's just like, how in the world do you have enough time between recruiting, being a dad, being a husband, probably being a brother, a son? It's just like, to have that and the stress that he's already dealing with college football, right? Being a coach, stressing out against Ohio State, adding this element of like hiding this. And it's just like, sounds so stressful, man. I mean, it's feel bad for him.
Yeah.
But it's just like, God damn it, man. You just got to get out of your own way sometimes, Can't get out of your own way.
I mean, I heard the rumor is that this was allegedly brought up in October. And they were kind of like low key hoping he would just suck so they could fire him for performance. You go 9-3, you can't really get fired for performance. And then it comes out strategically after signing day, they kind of get a pass because Michigan state employer right to due process. So they could take time to investigate it technically before they made the firing. Athletic director gets fired because when he fired Sharon Moore, he didn't have anyone in the room and kind of like didn't handle the proper HR procedures there. So, but the dude needed to go. Just a complete rebuild in Michigan's needed. But like you said, maybe, I saw, Twitter's a wild place. Who knows what's true, what's not true. But I did see there was a report he had sent a couple players home so him and her could be alone in the office. So it's like, what are
Are you
we
fucking
doing?
serious?
Yeah, what are we doing here? Exactly. How do you have enough time on your hands? So, Ohio State's loving it right now. Michigan's crumbling.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, Sparty. I know those sick fucking
You-
Sparty fans got a lot of sickos on Twitter too, dude. I see it all the time. I mean, you'll
Yes.
see some crazy. When this came out, they were retweeting it and loving it, and I was more so like, "Oh damn, man, he needs help." Like that's how I was looking at it. But life over. Life's over.
If I'm Michigan, who's my first call to? Sneaky pick. What about John Harbaugh? Him and the Ravens, like the rumor is they could be split in and he could want to change the scenery. Obviously,
Mike Tomlin. Could I interest you in some Mike Tomlin?
I saw Mike Tomlin like floated with the Penn State stuff.
Why would John Harbaugh not stay in the NFL? Like, is that Jim Harbaugh? Wait, John Harbaugh. Yeah, John Harbaugh wouldn't go to his brother's school that he already. No, the pressure's too high. I don't think he would do that. I think like, oh man, I mean, yeah, Mike Tomlin. That kind of makes sense there. That's a big fucking name, and you need stability, right? Like, you don't need to take a risk. But however, if you're Bryce Underwood and you hear Mike Tomlin's coming into town, you know how his quarterbacks have been. Like, are you like, I'm out?
Right.
So we just got a tough end. Oh my god, who in the world is this on YouTube? Oh my god, shout out to Tear It, Destroy It. Oh my Christ, Dante. I don't even know if I can read this. My boyfriend's testicles were bitten off by a camel recently. Should I marry him when he wakes up from his coma, or marry his identical twin brother whose testicles are in pretty good shape? What in the fucking world is going on? I'd go twin brother. You're basically the same thing, but he has testicles, especially if you're trying to reproduce, and mate. Interesting enough, but the camel. Wonder how that even happened. Anyways, thanks for tuning in.
That's what Fridays are for, these listener questions. So
yes,
send them our way.
That feels like a Theo Vaughn. Like Theo Vaughn just made that up. Like I'm not, or like something that he would read. Like I don't understand how a camel could bite that hard. Don't really know what a camel is packing though with the teeth. Speaking of Twitter, I know you saw this thing floating around. Should the Broncos attempt to trade for Bengals superstar Joey B?
Yeah,
so
I just want to
throw this out there. It's just like some random bait thing, right? But I just want to ask you, if it's Bo Nix and a first for Joey B, how quick are you saying yes? Because I'm saying yes instantly. I'm saying yes instantly.
Joe Burrow might retire at the end of the season. Did you see that?
No,
he's not having fun playing football. Yeah, he had gave a quote or something crazy that and basically it was like Andrew Luck-esque of like, dude's tired of getting beat up, could retire.
It'd be shitty, man, because I know he had those 2 picks, but yeah, no, I would trade for Joey B in a fucking second. I mean, it would be no. Yeah. I love Bo Nix more than the next guy, dude, but yeah, give me the Joey B.
No way would
really love that.
It would cost you way more than Nix in a first, though. I mean, it'd cost you Nix and 4 first, honestly.
Yeah, no, the price tag's too high. I just saw the clickbait and I saw you fell for it. But people are saying no, they don't understand how good this kid is. Dopest college jersey, I think, of all time, by the way, is the Burrow with the EAX.
Oh, yeah.
EAUX. That shit was fucking cold. Yeah, New Orleans. That was fucking dope. All right. Well, let's wrap this shit up. Episode 96, so we'll be back episode 97. Hung over on Monday. Dante, you'll have to be running the show there. Chilla Bets will be out. Shout out to Utah. I'll be in town next week. I love going there, Dante. Shout out Maple Lake, Minnesota, my Vikings out there. Shout out to the Broncos, man. Getting ready right now. They're probably at the club getting wasted, but god damn it, boys. Dial the fuck in. Sean Payton, Surgical. Dante, any shout outs on your end?
Yeah, shout out Wyoming Wrestling. Big matchup this weekend here in Laramie. They're taking on Penn State. Cheapest ticket to get in is like $150 to watch some wrestling. If you know anything about,
they're gonna get.
Yeah, they might not win a match, but hey, shout out to Buffalo Bills. Legacy game, okay, legacy game. This is the slump buster, okay. This is the fat chick at the bar. This is what gets us back right here. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, it's interesting for the Patriot backers out there. They love seeing you on the Bills money line, dude. They love it. All right. Yeah, should be pretty good games Sunday. Excited for them. We cooked up a good fantasy lineup. I'll be tweeting it out, letting you guys know where we made the mistakes, following up on Monday. Might get a little buzz going and start really belittling Dante. Dante's legacy's on the line. You hate to see it this early. Dante, you're due, man. You are due. Shout out to Jordan for the $500 bang yesterday. Avs steamrolled the 2-time defending champs Panthers. All right. Good talking to you guys. As always, Dante, it's been a pleasure. Shout out to Ev. Shout out to G Money for his UFC picks. Other than that, we'll see you guys Monday.
Go Broncos.
Deuces.